Welcome back to Let's Play AM2R. We've defeated a Metroid and heard a great rumbling, which means the lava's been drained. We no longer have to worry about all of the caustic substance plaguing our every jump in this room, and we can now move on and go deeper into SR388. Man, these guys were so rough. Now these guys were altered ever so slightly, in that in the original Metroid 2 they would come out of the ceiling and fall, but as soon as you kill one, they just stop coming. In this one there is actually a little thing in the ceiling that they're coming out of. Oh, and do be careful, when they hit the ground, they do wiggle into the ground for a little bit and can still hurt you. Ah! You jerk. So the lava's drained, but it's not drained too far. But at least at the moment we can squeeze over the top here. Ah. And make our way to a brand new environment. 4 Metroids detected in the area. I suppose that goes to reason we would be seeing Metroids in here. We came to this planet specifically because it's their home world. So the first area we're going to be going to is sort of a tutorial area. I shouldn't say tutorial, but it is an intro area. Guys take a lot of hits. It is kind of an intro area, though, showing us how much of the game from here is going to be playing out. This looks unpleasant. And we can't currently go in there. So I guess we're just gonna have to be coming back to that. Ah! Jerk. Come on, dude. Why am I bothering? I don't have to kill them. Unless I have to get up here, and I can't get up here. The feeding tubes. Getting the crap away from you guys. Get away. They even have the same, like, 2 jumper guys and 1 spinny guy over here. That's alright. You can also single wall jump in this game. And I am super keen on any Metroid game that lets me single wall jump. Not that I can do anything up here, though. Save points are pretty rad, though. Okay, so when we came here, you'll notice this place is very ruiny. And indeed it is. Let's see. Well, before we get to this one, actually, let's just read a little bit about the Chozo themselves. The Chozo were an ancient and mysterious avian race. Incredibly advanced, they colonized many worlds, spreading their message of peace throughout the universe. There are historical records and legends of the Chozo visiting other races with whom they shared their knowledge and wisdom. These brief encounters led many primitive cultures to their present-day glory. Some say they helped consolidate the very foundations of the Galactic Federation. The fate of this race is unknown. Evidence suggests they slowly vanished from the cosmos over the course of centuries. All that remains on each planet they inhabited are the ruins of their once glorious civilization. And I like that one because it just immediately excuses, oh, you're probably going to find Chozo stuff friggin' everywhere, and ruins friggin' everywhere. Because that's what they did. The Golden Temple. This temple stands at the base of a hollow mountain. The statues carved stones, and its solid design attest that the structure was built to be a sanctuary, possibly with religious significance. The temple has withstood the test of time, showing the building knowledge and experience of the Chozo. Scans detect the presence of stationary robotic entities placed at strategic points within the structure. No control signals are detected. These units are operating autonomously. Let's see, we also got this one. I'm going to go back and read some of these eventually. I'll read those first ones later. I don't want to like bombard everybody with reading these things. Not much is known about SR-388's ecosystem. Prior reports describe the fauna as being very hostile. Nearly all observed animals have been carnivores, with even the smallest species showing dangerous traits. The harsh environment and the presence of so many predators may have forced an evolutionary arms race, perpetuating a cycle of violence. Extreme caution is advised. So yeah, Chozo Ruins. And admittedly, once you got to this place on the original Metroid 2, it had maybe a little bit of a... What? Look at that guy go, man! And that comes from the benefit of this game is not a ROM hack. This is not a ROM hack of Metroid Zero Mission or whatever. This game was made 100% as a standalone, using a custom engine built to resemble Zero Mission. But because of that, they can do a bunch of really neat things, like particle effects, and killing this guy and crap just flies everywhere. But in the original Metroid 2, these guys were even here, but this did resemble a kind of, heck yeah, gimme them bombs! This area did resemble sort of, kind of a temple, but I love that this game gave each area its own identity. Okay, you cannot jump in more form yet. We will need the spring ball. That looks like we can do something with it. Yeah! Eat it, robot duders. Much of the music in this game is actually a present, not Game Boy sound card version of the actual Metroid 2 music. Oh, there's a secret in here. Where is it? This block. Yeah. Maybe I can just shoot it. I just shoot it. Heck yeah, E-tanks. Give me that E-tank. But it's kind of a present, like a remix of the original music. So it's still the Metroid 2 music, and man, playing through this game, I didn't realize how iconic the Metroid 2 music was. But you hear it in here, and it's great! And they do the thing, especially with missile tanks, because we're going to be finding a lot of them. I want an E-tank. I think you have to shoot those in a specific order, and I think I just got really lucky. I think that's what happened there. Because I remember having an amount of trouble with that. But yeah, they do the thing where if you collect a power-up you've already collected, it just kind of makes the little sound effect. Instead of giving you the whole intro. Hey, we're back out here again. I tried, it didn't work. Can I get up there? If I hit a run button, I could get up there. Yeah! One thing that I don't like that they did in this game is, well... I'll elaborate on it later, but there is no run button. You run at this speed and you will always run at this speed. I just want to hit a run button. I don't know what's over here. Oh hey, this is this door. We could have gone in here. Where am I? We could have gone down! And we didn't. So what's down in here? Yeah, for there being 4 Metroids around, we haven't seen a lot of Metroids. Whoa. Secret right here? Your hint is this guy shot a... Well, your hint is that you're just going to be face smashing a lot of walls, but this guy shot a thing out and it just kind of disappeared behind you. So power-ups in here that are nice. Because you're going to be using a lot of missiles in order to fight the Metroids, this game does give you a lot of missiles. And that's actually, admittedly, something that the original Metroid 2 did as well. Like, you started the game with the same 30 or whatever Metroids, or missiles. Bombs. Hey, door! That's gray. It's a gray door, and opening it involves this, which we won't get to for a very long time. That is actually a new thing added in this game, and I'm kind of give and take on it. It's a neat little thing they added, but I don't know how much it fits. No, I will kill all of you. Even though I'm going to leave and respawn all of you. Give me whatever that is. Charge beam! Of note, in the original Metroid 2, it actually, this map is unbelievably loyal to the original Metroid 2, most of the time. They did take some liberties to mix some things up that honestly needed a little mixing up, or some things where the original, just due to mechanical changes, the original layout simply didn't function anymore and served no purpose. But for the most part, the majority of this game is very loyal to the original Metroid 2. And this exact location is where you could get an ice beam. Instead, we get the charge beam. Because another thing is the original Metroid 2 handled, oh crap. The original Metroid 2 handled beams in a very different way. Instead of having stacking beams or increasingly powerful beams or anything, each beam you got strictly replaced the old one, but it didn't give you, you lost the original beam's benefits. Like, if you got the ice beam, and then you went and got the wave beam, you then no longer had the ice beam. There's something you can do over here, but I don't know what. I hit the run button. I'm gonna do that a lot because of Super Metroid muscle memory. Okay, so I didn't actually need to go in that room anymore. So if you got the wave beam, if you had the ice beam and you got the wave beam, you would then be able to shoot through things, but you would no longer be able to freeze enemies. However, when you did that, you could go back to where you got the ice beam the first time around, and it would be back. So you could just explore around and trade off and get whichever beam you wanted at the time. Which led to some interesting bits and pieces here and there. Okay, so we saw the Metroid shell outside, and I feel like that means there's going to be a Metroid nearby. There's certainly something fancy down here. Spider Ball! I was honestly so surprised they gave you this so soon. Oh, there we go. That's how you trigger it. So the Spider Ball is super cool. The Spider Ball was first introduced... Hey, we can't get out. The Spider Ball was, of course, first introduced in Metroid 2, and it lets you roll up walls. If you bomb, you get blown out of it, though, so that's a thing. And you're going to be doing this a lot, because where are the secrets? Is there a passage up here? Maybe if I lay a bunch of bombs. Oh no, I got blown off, and I have to go start over again. I'm going to save. The Spider Ball was later brought back in... It was later brought back in Metroid Prime 2, I want to say. No, first Metroid Prime, but it could only be used on very specific Spider Ball tracks, instead of here where it can be used literally everywhere. Oh crap. Get me out of spikes. There we go. These guys are going to be a massive pain in the butt to fight. They will always be a massive pain in the butt to fight, and in the original Metroid they were, guess what, a massive pain in the butt to fight. I did it. I got up here. I'm just gonna roll the crap around this room. That's honestly just kind of a thing that Metroid 2 did. It had a lot of fights that were real scrappy. And I would kind of prefer some of the fights in this game that are really scrappy be less scrappy, but it's, honest to goodness, it's a Metroid 2 thing. Like a lot of the criticism that I would have for the design of this game actually comes to the just criticism to the original Metroid 2. It's a little present up here for you. That's pretty cool. Oh, and hey, you know what? We have bombs now. With a Spider Ball and bombs. So there's a fancy place that we can go in way back here at the start. Of note, I don't actually think there's anything else along the ceiling, so I'm just going to make my way around until we get to the, something or other. They'll get to the left wall, and then I'll just fall, or something, some such. There we go, we made it. Way. I'm also going to save over here. And next time, we're going to head back down past that save point just to, well, you know what, I'm just going to run back down there now. No, I'm not. Next time, we're going to run back down to where that save point is, just to our lower left. No, I suppose I can go there now. Just going to run into a guy. Don't have to kill everything. What are they doing? They're not hurting anybody. Gotta run back through feeding room. And then we just gotta head down. Not very far, and then we're here. So you may recall that this way we started getting some weird planty looking things, and Metroids, and a bomb wall. So until next time, everyone, we're going to head into what amounts to a Metroid lair. Until then, everyone,